Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to walk you through how to fit and set a gearbox at Albion's range of butterfly valves. We're going to cover the process step by step along with a few key checks to help you get everything aligned correctly before the valve goes into service. Before we begin, I'd like to draw your attention to the two types of gearboxes that are sold by Albion. This one here, our Ductile iron gearbox, which suits the 115s, the 120s, the 135s and the 145s. And then afterwards we'll do the cast iron gearbox, which suits the 125s and the 140s. Now both require a slightly different method of fitting and setting as well. So make sure that you're on the right version. To assemble the Ductile iron gearbox onto the ART 135 butterfly valve, all you will need is an 8mm spanner, 13mm spanner, 14mm spanner and a 4mm T-bar. So straight away I want to grab the valve and then I want to close it. So you'll set it closed. Once you've done that, you'll get your 14mm and you'll undo the bolts, the nuts and bolts. Now the nuts and bolts are off, we can free the handle. We'll take the handle off. Then we get his gearbox. We'll put his 14x11 spacer on. Now you can attach your gearbox. Once that's attached, make sure that your holes line up so then your other nuts and bolts can go straight in. The spring washers go on first. And then your flat washers. And they'll just slot straight in once you've lined them up correctly. Once you feel them going in, then you can get your 13mm and just tighten them. Now, once all them are screwed on and your gearbox is attached, you'll get your 8mm next and you'll unscrew the bolt so then you'll be able to get your hand wheel on. Next, attach the hand wheel. So as you can see that the hand wheel is sort of patterned to the hand wheel as well. It's not just a circle, it's more like an oval. So make sure that they align up. Once that's on, stick your nut and bolt on. And then again with your 8mm, get that on a bit tighter. Right, now you've got your valve, your hand wheel on and your actuator on. That is what it'll look like. Now we can set it. So with your 13mm, you'll take these nuts off. Now I'll take these little O-rings off as well, just in case they decide to fall off and you can't find them. Now, you can do it either way, so you can do it shut or open first, but we'll decide to do it open this time. I like to have it on its side so that you can just see a bird's eye view of it. Once you've got the valve completely open, you'd then get your 4mm T-bar. You'd get the furthest one away from you. So the furthest one away from the handle, sorry. Do it in till there's a bit of resistance there and it stops. So now that's there, you'll then close it till you think that it's all the way in. completely closed. And then you'll get it with the T-bar in the left-hand screw. And until you feel a bit of resistance there. That should be it. We'll just open it again, just double check. You might need to just do a little few more little clicks, because it might not be perfect yet, but to me that looks absolutely fine. So then we'll close it, we'll see what we're left with. See, that one's slightly off. So I just need to undo it a little bit. Obviously the closed one is the closest one to the handle, so I'll just undo that a little bit. Should be able to close a bit more. And as you can see, to me that seems completely shut. So now that I think that's completely shut, we'll get his black O-rings, put them back on, and then we can get his grub screws back on. It's very important that you don't move the little black grub screws afterwards, because you've set it at the good time, at the good position, sorry. And if you move them again, then you may as well not even set them. So we'll have another look. Always double check once you've put your screws on top. Alright, opens fully. So, as you can tell, that's fully open. Now the indicator should say fully open as well. Fingers crossed. Should say the same when it's shut. Shut, shut, and shut, and shut. The gearbox is now assembled and set, ready for operation. Now that we've covered the ductile iron gearbox, let's move on to the cast iron version. This will include our Art 140 butterfly valve. Today we'll be fitting the Art 140 butterfly. This setup is slightly different. For this one you'll need a 10mm spanner, a Phillips screwdriver, a 4mm T-bar and a hammer. So obviously once you've got what you need, you'll grab your Art 140 butterfly valve and you'll shut it. So once that's shut, then you can dismantle the handle. So you'll get your 10mm, start unscrewing. Obviously you'll get to a point where you've unscrewed it that much that you'll need your Phillips screwdriver to put into the other side, because if not, they'll just keep spinning. Right, now once they're off, you get your 10mm again, and you'll loosen that one now, because if not, the handle will still be stuck on tightly. Hopefully that'll be able to take off. Right, once that handle's off, so obviously now you've got your valve closed, now you can attach your gearbox. So once that's on, obviously now you can just line it up, obviously get the hole with the hole. Once they're aligned, get your bolts and your spring washers and your flat washers, get them straight in. Make sure your spring washer always goes on first, very important, so that then the screw will sit flush to the valve. So once they're in, just give them a tighten up. So now we've got that, all we need now is our hand wheel. Get your pin. Get the pin in one side of the hand wheel first. This is where your hammer comes into play. I'd hammer it into your hand wheel just a little bit. Obviously not too far that you can see it from the other side. Line it up. So now that we've got us pin in, we can start by opening the valve completely. So again, keep it on its side, bird's eye view so you can see if it's fully open or not. So there obviously you can tell that's nowhere near open. So we are going to have to manipulate the grub screws. So now you get your 4mm T-bar, completely remove the first 2 grub screws on each side. So all they do is just lock it into place. Now they're the small ones, if you can see that. So get rid of one on the left and one on the right. Now what you need to do with the other 2, these are the longer ones. All you need to do with these, you never take them out, just loosen them. That'll be enough. Right, once they're loosened, now you just try and open it again. So make sure that that is, just needs to be a little bit more. Now to me that's perfectly upright. So now that I think that the valve is fully open, so then you do my right, your left. Now that's had a bit of resistance, so I can stop it there. Get the grub screw straight in. And now we close it all the way. See, that's gone miles past, so we just need to manipulate that a little bit. So now that I think that is bang on centre, now we'll go to the left screw, or your right. Go down till you feel a bit of resistance. Double the grub screw in. And then we'll just test them again and make sure that they match up to the indicator. Fully open. Indicator is fully open. And now close, and hopefully the indicator should be on fully shut. If not, you just have to move it just a little bit more, play around with it, and get it to shut. Close, close. Obviously once you've done, we don't send them out fully closed. We open it up until the dial is on the first diamond. Once the checks are complete and the valve opening matches the indicator on the gearbox, your valve is ready for operation. Thank you all for today. Now you'll be able to install and set up your gearboxes with ease. If you would like to read any of these instructions instead, scan the QR code that's on the screen now. Thank you for listening, and feel free to contact us on the contact details on the screen should you require anything else.